Patriot League football goes 5-1 over the weekend, and Lehigh volleyball pulls off a stunning upset over American. All the highlights and more on this week's edition of Patriot League Roundup. Hello Patriot League fans, and welcome to another edition of Patriot League Roundup, your home for scores and highlights. It was a big weekend of non-league football with 6 games on the slate, and 5 teams picked up wins. Number 8 Lehigh continued to lead the pack with another huge passing day from Chris Lum. Let's go out to the Bronx, New York for the highlights. Lehigh didn't waste any time on Saturday, jumping out to a 10-0 lead on its first 2 drives, capped by this 17-yard touchdown pass from Chris Lum to Jake Draw, who dived just inside the pylon for the score. Fordham tried to counter on its next possession, but with a 2nd and 1 on the 8, Darrell Whiting coughed up the ball and Fred Mahale picked it up. After Fordham cut the score to 10-5 with a safety and a field goal, Lum capped an 80-yard drive with a 2-yard touchdown pass to Zach Hayden, and Lehigh added a field goal to make it 20-5 at half. Matt Fritz ran it in from 7 yards out to make it 27-12, and on the final play of the third quarter, Lum put it out of reach, connecting with Ryan Spadola for a 62-yard touchdown pass, his 10th touchdown catch of the season. Spadola finished with 216 yards on 13 receptions and leads the league now with 1,098 yards and 10 touchdowns. Chris Lum passed for 413 yards in the win. Brian Taggart had a career day in Worcester, Massachusetts as the Crusaders evened up their record at 3-3. Let's go to Charter TV's Kevin Shea and Adam Lacombe for the call.
Taggart looking to the right, fires over the middle, and is caught for the touchdown. Gerald Mastretta. He leads the team in touchdown receptions, adds another to his ledger. Caused that one to sail a little bit. Here's Taggart on the run, quarterback draw, he's got a blocker in front. First down and more. Taggart's across the 40, across midfield, and down to the Dartmouth 40-yard line. And the kick is up, and it is through. And Holy Cross has scored on their first 2 possessions. 3 wide receivers to the top of the screen, hands it off to Schwieger. Schwieger's got some room, a first down and more, still on his feet. And Chandler Fenner strips him, but it's picked up by his teammate down to the 2-yard line. From about 6 inches out. Schwieger dives over the top, and he's in for the touchdown. Offont is in the backfield. Offont gets the call on 1st and goal, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Holy Cross. Pearson's kick. Abuoff at his own 4, 15, 20. Good blocking, has a wall to the right side. Cuts it back across midfield, 1 man to beat. Still on his feet to the 30, 25, 20, 15, the 10. And he's finally legged down at the 7-yard line. Remember, they tried the quarterback sneak before. Taggart to the end zone.
Love it.
Touchdown, Schneider. 2:26 to play in the game. Kempe over the middle, caught, and touchdown, Dartmouth. They snap it to Taggart. Inside handoff to Houghton. He's got the first down. Eddie Houghton gets the first down, and the Crusaders, as the rain starts to come down again, can kneel on this one.
Holy Cross went on to win 25-17 with Ryan Taggart racking up 426 yards of total offense, including 250 passing and 2 touchdowns. Gerald Mastretta finished with 12 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown. Lafayette went into the bye week at 1-4, and it seems a little time off was the perfect mix for the Leopards as they picked up a win on Saturday against Yale. Let's go to Lafayette Sports Network's Gary Laubach and Mike Joseph for the call.
Bennett not in the lineup today. He got hurt during the bye week. And wide open, Kyle Hayes, touchdown. Oh my! And Michael Joseph makes that call.
I've got it down inside the 10.
Ryan O'Neal is in there now. 1st and goal to go. That's a Lafayette touchdown. As Pat Putu gets the first rushing touchdown of the year for the Lafayette Leopards. 2nd and 12. Into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Lafayette, what a catch by Mark Ross. Oh my, 19-yard touchdown pass. Ryan out of the gun, will fake the handoff, and touchdown Ryan O'Neal. 6-yard touchdown run, and the Leopards answer at the 9:15 mark and go up 27-19.
Lafayette added the extra point and won 28-19 on Saturday, with Andrew Shoup completing 17 of 21 passes for 176 yards and 2 scores. Colgate survived in overtime against Cornell, getting a big performance out of running back Jordan McCord, who stepped up and ran for 2 scores, including the game winner. He also had a big interception in the end zone in the third quarter. McCord finished with 84 yards rushing, while Josh Hassenberg had 127 yards and 2 scores on 18 carries. In other Patriot League action, Georgetown defeated crosstown Howard 21-3 on Saturday, and Harvard took care of visiting Bucknell 42-3. Number 8 Lehigh will be off this week, as the other 6 Patriot League squads will match up against each other. Holy Cross will play at Bucknell, while Colgate will travel to Georgetown. Fordham and Lafayette will play in Easton, Pennsylvania, in a game that will not count toward the Patriot League standings. American volleyball entered the weekend with 26 straight regular season Patriot League wins, and on Friday night the Eagles made it 27 straight with a 3-0 win over Lafayette, but that all came apart on Saturday at Lehigh. The Mountain Hawks opened the weekend against Navy, picking up a 3-0 win led by junior Taylor Pohl's 9 kills. On Saturday, Lehigh cruised to a 3-0 win over defending Patriot League champion American 25-22, 25-14, and 25-23. It's only Lehigh's 3rd win over American in 27 tries, and it's the Eagles' first 3-set Patriot League defeat during the regular season. In other Patriot League matches over the weekend, Army swept Bucknell 3-0, and Colgate took care of Holy Cross 3-1 on Friday night. And on Saturday, the 2 winners battled in a 5-set thriller, with Army edging Colgate 3-2. Lafayette and Bucknell also picked up wins on Saturday. American and Army are tied atop the standings at 6-1, and Colgate and Lehigh are tied for 3rd at 5-2. Some separation also occurred in the field hockey standings over the weekend, as Lafayette and American each picked up big wins to move to 3-0. The 2 teams qualified for the Patriot League tournament, and they are on course to decide the tournament's top seed when they meet during the final weekend of the season. Lehigh and Bucknell matched up Saturday, looking to take control of the 3rd spot in the league, and Abby Tilton scored on the game's only goal on this penalty corner to win the game for Lehigh 1-0. The Mountain Hawks sophomore keeper Sierra Seeger made 15 saves for her first career shutout. Lehigh will match up against rival Lafayette at noon Saturday, while Bucknell will host American and Holy Cross will entertain Colgate. American controls its destiny in men's soccer after a big home win over the weekend, improving to 4-0 and earning 12 points in the Patriot League. In Washington, D.C., after 2 scoreless halves, American's Alisana Kane did exactly what he did a year before to Lafayette, and that's score the overtime game winner. Kane found open space and fired a shot in from 15 yards out in the 92nd minute to win the game. In Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Lehigh scored early as Brian Sikowski dropped it back to Daniel Odenwelder for the 1-0 lead in the 17th minute. Joe Paleo made it 2-0 right before the half, dribbling across the box and firing a shot right past the keeper. In other Patriot League action, Colgate nipped Army in overtime 3-2, and Bucknell blanked Holy Cross 3-0. Patriot League play will continue this Saturday with Lehigh at Holy Cross, Bucknell at Army, Colgate at Lafayette, and American at Navy. Lafayette improved to 4-0 over the weekend, and the Leopards can clinch a tournament berth with a win or a Navy loss this weekend. Lafayette took control of its playoff destiny with a 1-0 win over Holy Cross on Saturday.
And the ball is kicked in the air. Here's an opportunity, and it's headed. Another opportunity. Shot.
There's a goal!
Oh, Allison Stone finds the back of the net for Lafayette.
Colgate and Navy played to a 1-1 tie, and Army and Lehigh finished in a scoreless draw. On Sunday, American blanked Bucknell 1-0 with his lone goal from Nicole Paviglio-Nitti as she headed this free kick in from Michaela Cowgill in the 69th minute. There will be a double dose of league matchups this weekend, starting with 4 games on Friday. American will host Holy Cross at 3 p.m., while Lafayette will travel to Colgate for the game of the night at 7. Also at 7 p.m., Army will travel to rival Navy, and Bucknell will host Lehigh. On Sunday, American, Colgate, Bucknell, and Navy will all play home games. That is our show for this week. Be sure to join in next week when we preview the cross-country championships. Keep track of the latest scores and playoff scenarios by logging on to PatriotLeague.com or by following us on Facebook and Twitter. Enjoy the games this weekend.